What's going on, everybody? It's Brandon Schaefer here, and what I'm doing here is I'm adding on some titanium white onto these trees. They kind of already have some color, a little bit of green, little touches of orange, and what I'm doing here is adding on the highlights where the light's really hitting the trees, but I'm not adding on the white very thickly. It's kind of a thin, uh, it's like a thin layer of it. But you want it to vary. You want it to be thicker in some places. You just want a variation of tone and you know, just light. And it's not completely white. You can have a little bit of color in it. It doesn't really matter. There's already color underneath this white, so it's no big deal. And the whole point of this video is glazing. So once the white dries, we're gonna add color over to the white anyway, because a lot of acrylic colors, they're really transparent. You know, blues and yellows, reds, those are really transparent colors. So, and just to keep this in mind, everyone out there, this is real speed. This isn't a time-lapse video or anything. This is the actual real-time speed of me painting. And I wanted to do that just to give everyone an idea of the speed I paint at, because a lot of my videos are mostly time-lapse videos. I do have some lesson videos, so you guys can check those out, and those are all in real time. So here I'm still just adding on white and highlights, and just trying to visualize where light is hitting this tree at. This painting is pretty much completely off the top of my head. So just throw on your highlights there, and you just want a variation of shades and things like that. So I'm kind of scumbling here and there as well to just give a little touch of highlight, not really bright, because I want the tree on the right to be the main focus, so those are going to have the brightest highlights. The tree on the left just has a little touches here and there. And since I didn't use much paint here, there's not a lot of white, you'll see that I don't wait very long for this to dry at all. It's pretty much dry, you know, a minute later. You know, there's no time gap in this video. This is real time, me throwing on the white, and then you'll see here in a second I just start throwing on the yellow and reds and oranges. Yeah, see right here. I think I'm doing mostly red with a little touch of yellow, and you don't want much paint at all, and you don't want it to be too wet or anything. You kind of just want a little touch of moisture, but you really want to dry your brush off as much as possible, and then just do very small amount of paint and just scrub it on right over the white like I'm doing here. And you can see it's just totally giving it, you know, that orange color. And really, this was one of the first times I did this technique on this painting, and I found I'm really going to start incorporating this into my other paintings. The color is so much more vibrant when you use white underneath. And you don't have to use white, you can use any color underneath, but white is going to give you the brightest highlights. And here I'm adding a lot of variation. Like at the beginning of the glazing, I was more in a red tone, and now I'm doing more yellows over it. So you can get a lot of depth and layers of color by doing this. You know, I could go back over that with some green or whatever color I want, and it'll, you know, you can get a lot of different effects. And with the green already being underneath the white that I added there, you know, it really gives it a cool effect that there's kind of some moss on the tree, and then there's this orange glowing light hitting the tree. So it really gives it a cool effect, and it really draws your eye, you know, exactly where I want the viewers to be looking. And that's what I wanted with this painting. So that's all there is to it, really. The glazing, you just uh, throw on a little bit of highlights and then whatever color you want. I mean, I could have did blue over this. It would have looked, you know, just blue, vibrant light. Um, and I'll do some more glazing videos in the future and actually show you guys how to do it instead of just commentating here. But I was, you know, I didn't think about doing a lesson at the time of this painting. But you just want a lot of variation, and here in a minute I'll show you the finished painting. Actually, here in just a second, you can see more of the details and the true color of it. Yeah, so there's the finished painting. And I'll zoom in here in a second, and you can see some details. There I go. That's how the rocks there. I did some glazing on those too with some green, and see there's the oranges and the reds. So I mean, you can get a lot of variation and just some cool effects with this. So thank you guys for watching, and give it a shot. Take care of yourself. Peace.